Well, good morning, Cowboy Nation, Cowboy Headquarters, and America's team. Because that's exactly who we are, America's team. Good morning on this Saturday morning, February 19th, 2022, as we move closer and closer to our combine and our draft. Now that the Super Bowl is over, I guess we can now start focusing on the combine and start concentrating on the draft, which where we stand right now with the, the draft is an uncertainty. We know that there are holes that we need to fill in several positions, knowing that the free agents we have on the market, but that is yet to be seen what and when, where, and why we would do these things. So it's almost 9 o'clock in the morning. I got up pretty early this morning to come on here and just share a little information with you guys about our Cowboys. But before we get into all that, I want to say thank you to all the subscribers and all those that follow this channel. If you would, please, at this time, hit the like button. Make sure you share the video. And make sure you comment. We would love to always hear your input on our Dallas Cowboys. That's why we call it the Cowboy Huddle, where we come together in the Cowboy Huddle and talk nothing but Cowboy talk. As I always mention and I always state that this is not a politically correct channel, YouTube channel. This is barbershop talk. This is backyard talk. This is even beauty shop talk when you have the ladies talking about the Cowboys. So we appreciate our ladies that's a part of this group as well. So with that being said, basically this title today is, oh my gosh, I don't know who shot JR. The drama continues in Dallas. I don't know. We'll figure out something, but man, we always in the news. So today we're going to talk a little bit about Rich Dyrlrimple and his exit, Jerry Jones and his comments and speculations, and Kyler Murray and his demands. So yeah, we got that going on. That's my alarm going off for Saturday. So usually I'll be asleep around about this time, but I got things to do and somebody's coming in now. Yes, ma'am. Oh, you got it put together. Check you out. Yeah. Okay. Well, go ahead, girl. All right. So yeah, let's get right on in this. Excuse me. I don't want to hold you up long. Cheers to everybody. It's early. Y'all might say, well, Gary, you're not all vibrant this morning because it's early. I got up around by 6:30 this morning. I had some things I had to take care of. I got to go to a funeral today. A friend of mine passed away, but I need to definitely go show my respects this morning. But real quick, so let's continue with what we got going on here with the Dallas Cowboys in the off season. So we do know about the Dyrlrimple exit. We had came on before and we gave him his farewell, for being around the organization for so long. But now we've really figured out why he really made his exit. As far as the allegations that's been made towards Rich and his actions to the Cowboys cheerleaders. So now we know what's really going on with that, and it's also been told that the NFL will not investigate this in-house situation. And this I see why they're not able, why they're not going to investigate, because it was in-house. Payments was made, deals was made, and hey, so NFL is not going to get involved with that. But yeah, I don't know what's going to happen to Rich, but personally, he's a creep. So anyway, we know what's going on with that. So I want to share this, guys. Share this with you guys about the Jerry Jones comment and speculation about Mike McCarthy. True enough, right after the game, he was a little upset because, yeah, base you finished 12-5 and you're one and done. And then I was just as upset as Jerry Jones was. But also there was, some statements made by Jerry Jones about basically pretty much how he did Jimmy Johnson. Again, Jerry Jones puts his foot in his mouth and make these accusations, these statements. And, I just don't understand why an owner has to find himself on interviews and making, post-game statements and things. I just don't understand that. But this is probably why we are where we are. So let's go into this real quick. Let me share this with you guys. So this is on Twitter. And this comes from David Hellman. And I'm sure you guys probably know about this, about when Jerry Jones, excuse me. Woo, man, excuse me, y'all. Sorry about that. It's early. But about, Jerry Jones making a speculation that Dan Quinn could one day have his job, and why he would say that. The same thing we said when, he said the things about Jimmy Johnson. So thing about this is, Mike McCarthy was a little bit more level-headed than Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy Johnson said, screw this, I'm out of here. But same thing, for Jerry Jones to say something like this is just bananas. I don't get it. But this is something that Mike McCarthy said. He said, we talked about him staying here long before he ever took the interview, talking about Dan Quinn. Now, obviously, when he took the interview and this narrative broke out in reflection to the relationship Dan and I do have, he said, hey, man, I'm not comfortable with this narrative. If you really feel like I need to take one of these jobs, just be honest with me. We kind of laughed about it. And I just said, Dan, 10 to 12 years ago, I tell you, please get the hell out of here. I don't want to deal with this. But the reality is I'm about winning. He's about winning, and the best thing for the Cowboys is for Dan Quinn to be here. So, yeah, this is something that, that was in the locker room. Once again, Jerry Jones says this. I don't know if Jerry Jones be on that brown liquor or that white liquor or what, but this dude continues to put his foot in his mouth. And I got to say, true enough. And again, I'm sure that Mike McCarthy is being held accountable for this season, one and done. Here we are. We finished the top, finished first in the division, 12-5, and we go into the playoff again, one and done. So that tells us a lot about our division. Our division is pretty weak, but that's where we are. To have so many weapons and not be able to produce like we should brings up a lot of questions. To where a lot of players are disgruntled. And one being Amari Cooper. Sure enough, CeeDee Lamb, come to find out, his last touchdown was back in December. His last touchdown. So, yeah, there's a lot of disgruntles that's going on in the locker room, when you have that much talent. So let's talk about Kyler Murray and his demands. So it's been told on Twitter, Nathan McKinnon had mentioned that Kyler Murray reportedly had a recent meeting with ownership in which he made multiple demands. One of those demands, the Cardinals must land Cowboys CeeDee Lamb through a trade. Murray strongly desires playing with his close friend on the same team. Now, how did we get there? How did we get here? And why are we going there? That's the question. But that's where we are. So now he wants to make a demand to try to get CeeDee Lamb to the Cardinals. Is it possible? I don't know. Who knows? I don't know what the Cardinals have to offer, but one thing I can say is is that you can't have three top-notch receivers like we do and not distribute the ball evenly throughout. What's wrong with my shirt? throughout the organization. I mean, throughout the players, because this is what's going to create. You know, people say, well, Amari Cooper should take half a team. Let me tell you something, Jerry Jones. As a receiving player and as one that played receiver, you know, you could only do so much. You, as a receiver, you can only go out, run routes really, really hard, create separation, look for the ball, and the ball doesn't come to you. When your quarterback is not making the reads. And again, you know, a lot of this has to do with Dak. Dak, you got to get the ball to these guys one way or the other. So, yeah, there's some disgruntled with our receivers. You know, who knows who's going to stay, who's going to go? We don't know, but we're there. We are there. So, this is something Mike McCarthy, Boy Wonder, Kellen Moore, which is the little fox in the great vineyard, as Emmitt Smith spoke about, and Dak Prescott. All three of you guys are on 3 different pages, but you got to get on the same page and distribute this ball and get this offense back to where it once was. So again, we're running it back with the same offensive coaching staff and things like that. How does this change things? I don't know. And come to find out, the new guy that we brought in, what was his name? Prince, something like that. Well, he got an interview as an offensive coordinator job with the New Orleans Saints. I never understood why we was bringing him in to help Kellen Moore. Either you're going to keep Kellen Moore or you're going to get rid of Kellen Moore. Thanks again, Jerry. But anyway, guys, that's all I want to share with you guys, man. Hey, I want you guys to continue to enjoy your weekend, man, and be safe out there. But make sure, guys, you like this video and comment and share. Tell me your thoughts about these topics that we brought up. Again, more drama in Dallas. That's what makes us so relevant. But also make sure you check us out Monday night as we do open mic madness, open mic night. As we stream live on Monday night. That's 7 p.m. Central Time. So we definitely welcome everyone to come in and hang out with myself, Dallas Cowboy Chris, Armando 21, and B2 Real. B2 Real will be back. He's having some situation that he's dealing with right now as far as his his availability to the channel. So, but he'll be back soon. So yeah, check us out on Monday night, guys. And again, make sure you like this video, man. I really, really appreciate it. All right, like I always say, that nothing come to a sleeper but a dream. So let's make it happen. Dallas Cowboys. Deuces.